Agut Voch boysai. Welcome to all the guests. We're discussing, how do you know that a mincha could only be 60 isarin and not 61? So the Gemara says, because you can't mix it. Ask the Gemara the famous question. This is the famous Yisod in all of Shas. It comes from right over here. 7-8 lines from the bottom of Kuf Gimel and Beis. V'chi ein nevlalin ma'havi. Who cares? So you can't mix it. You don't have to mix it. But now we learned in the Mishnah, al kosher. You don't have to mix it. So you could even pile up 61 isarin, 65 isarin, and you don't have to mix it. Why? From the fact that you can't mix it, you're telling me that 60 is the limit. Omer Bzeira, Kolaroi, Libila, and Bila Makeves boy. This is so used in many different applications, but it starts off over here. If you could mix it, then the mixing is not ma'akev. V'chol she'ein roi libila, bila ma'akeves boy. If you can't mix it, then you have to mix it, and that's why it's possible. But if you could mix it, then you don't have to mix it. Many different applications. Okay, good. Omer Abivi, Omer Bishua ben Levi. Maisa, boy say I got it there. Maisa bepirda achas shel beis Rebbe shemesa. There was a mule that died. Vishiru chachamim is dama b'revius. They said it's metama. Metama. So it's a shaila here. It's metama with the Reisa, with the Rabbanon. We're going to see at the end. Mosav Rabbi Yitzchak bar Bisna. We're holding 5 lines from the bottom. Hey Rabbi Yeshua, Rabbi Yeshua ben Beseira. Al dam nevelos, the blood of a dead horse. Shoot tar. It's tar, not tamei. Rabbi Yeshua ben Beseira. Ma'isavo yunoicharim. I'll just show you the video because I can't even explain it. Here. You're going to see a lot of blood soon. The Gemara's going to say there's a lot of blood. So they used to kill wild donkeys, la'arayos, to the lions, b'stari shel melech. There was so much blood, they would go up until their knee. The oily regalim, Yidden that came from all over Eretz Yisrael, they would touch this revius dam. It's a lot more than a revius, and nobody said, "Be careful of tuma." Ishtik Rabbi didn't know what to say. Rabbi Zrika tells them, "My time will come hadar." There's a great answer. How come you didn't answer it? Which we're going to see in a second. How could I? You have the famous pasuk in the Klalas. Is one thing. Is another. Is the third. It's 3 levels of poverty. He doesn't have money, he doesn't have any real estate, he doesn't have a house, but he purchases enough wheat to last him for a whole year. He's very poor. Last line on Beis, on Kuf Gimel Beis. Somebody that purchases enough to eat from week to week. It's a pachad. You don't know what's going to happen at the end of the week. You don't know if you're going to make money this week. Somebody who makes money from day to day. He lives not from month to month. A lot of people live month to month. He lives from day to day. If he's sick one day, he doesn't have food the next day. He goes to the bakery, palter, and he buys whatever he can buy for that day. Va'ugavra, and me, Rav Bivi, al palter samach, I'm the worst of the worst. So it says in the Gemara that a person who has daigas of parnasa, or any kind of daiga, he can't focus. He's just not focused. My havialo. So at the end of the day, what's the halach over here with this revius of blood? Rabbi Yehuda was the Moira Hara in the by the Nasi. And he paskin like his own psak. This not Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Rabbi Yehuda Mariloi. Shisha dvarim mikuli beishamim chumim beisil. There's 6 things that are the kula beishamim and chumim beisil. Dam nevelois. Beishamim mitarim beisil mitamim. Here, beisil is mitamim, so that's why he said it's tamei. He went with beisil, the chumim beisil. Omer Rabbi Yehuda. It's not stam that's tame be whatever. It has to be revius. Why? It could congeal and become the size of kizayis. Says the Eilig Mishnah. So here goes. Get your papers ready. This is geschmack. The amount of wine that goes together with a sheep is 3 lug, 3 bottles. With a Nile, a ram, 4 bottles. They're getting drunker and drunker as it goes on. The cow is 6. So you have 3, 4, and 6. Keminyan Godol. Gimel, Dalid, Vav, Lamed is lug. Stam. So, if a person makes an adava that he's going to bring 1 lug, it's not on this list. Out. 2 lug, not on this list. Gone. 3, it's perfect. 4, great. 5, I don't know what to do with. 6, great. What about 7? What about 7? Rabbi, it's 7. It's 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. What about 8? 4 and 4. What about 9?
3 and 6.
How do you get to 10? 6 and 4, and raise your paper. 6 and 4. Rabbi say, how do you get to 11? 4, 4, and 3. 4, 4 is 8. Plus 3 is how much? 11. How do you get, Rabbi say, here's one last one. Write it down and pick up your paper. No talking, even if you don't have a pen. How do you get to 13? 13. You can't look at this. Okay, 13 is this right over here. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Okay, Gewalt.
13 is a gadol.
It's a gadol. Oh, gadol. Thank you. Very good. 13 is a gadol. Aim is not lug. Gimel Dalet. Perfect. 13 is a gadol. Gimel Dalet Vav Lugin. Works. Aim is not loig. 1 is not on this chart. It's not on the list. Shnaim, no good. V'chamisha, no good. So we're going to see in the Gemara about the 5. Avam is not shloishav arba v'shisha. 3, 4, 6, perfect. It's on our chart. It works. Umeshishavam ulamalo. And anything above 6, you have a combination. If it's 7, it's 3 plus 4. And it keeps on going. Iboilu. Yesh kevel and esachim or yen kevel and esachim. Simple question. Do they all have to be in one kli, or you can divide it? So, heichidami. The Gemara explains the question. Simple question. It's it sounds like scary words. Yesh kevel and esachim. Simple question. Heichidami. What's the nafkamina? Like what? Kigain the aisi chamsho. What if he brings 5? He says, I want to bring 5. The Gemara is going to ask. It says in the Mishnah, no. Okay. If you cannot separate it, you cannot divide it. So now you have 5. You have to wait. Sorry. Ein keva nesachim means it's not kavu on the kli. You could separate it. Ein keva. You could separate it. So you have 5. So what do? You take 4 and you give it for the aisle. Kilu like it's for the aisle. So it works. 4 is good. And now what do you do with the one that's left over? It's a carbon. It's an adava for carbon tzibur. But if you say that it's kavua in the kli, it's stuck in the kli, you can't move it, you can't divide it, you can't separate the 5. Until you get to 6, bring another bottle from home, you'll have 6, then you can go. But 5 you can't do anything with. You can't say, 5, if I can bring 4, it's certainly like you bring 5. So let me take 4, and I'll put 1 on the side. No, it doesn't work like that. It's yesh keva, it's stuck in the kli. Let me prove it. So the way it worked in the Beis Hamikdash, you had shayfaros. You had these things in the shape of a shayfar. It's the whole thing in shkalim. As you can see, number 13, 12, 11, it says Nadava, Moisar, Osham, Mitzayra, Moisar Nazir, Moisar Kinin, Moisar Osham, Moisar Chatas. And the rest are different. So people, they had different monies in their pocket they had for different things. So they go to the pushka, they put it in, it's a type of a pushka shaped like a shayfar where it's hard to remove money from it. You can't like do those tricks, put a hanger in there and pull money. It's a nice shape that's difficult to steal from. So it says, Shishal and Nadava, 6 out of the 13 shayfaros are Nadava, all the ones from 8 through 13 are Nadava. V'amrina keneged mi, what does it say on it? Keneged moisar chatas, moisar shamais, moisar shamizar, nazir. In other words, if a person set aside $100 for a chatas and it only costs him 90, he takes the extra 10 and he puts it inside a special shayfar called moisar chatas, that's number 8. And if he has too much money for his asham, he puts in the shayfar number 9. Moisar sham nazir, moisar sham mitzayra, moisar kinim, he has too much money for the birds. Moisar minchas chayte, and too much he has left over for the sinners mincha. V'misa, but according to you, they have left over the takan shoy v'achrina keneged moisar nisachim. If a person donated 5 and he's only able to use 4 out of the 5 because that stims with the ayol, so you take the extra the 5th one and you put it in the special shayfar. You should have another shayfar for it. Says Gemara, no, not a good raya. Hanach dunidasibazli. Hanish anything else goes to the tzibur, but over here, when you have extra wine, there's a lot of. When do you bring wine? Anybody that brings a oila or a shlamim has to bring in a sachim, has to bring wine. So there's always extra. There's always things going on in the Beis Hamikdash. People don't have enough, so you can be mitzaref it right there and then. You don't need a special shayf for it. You could 2 people could join forces and they'll use your 1 extra lug. Omarava Toshma Ezrach. The word Ezrach. Melamish is not in the Nesachim. You're permitted to just donate Nesachim to the Beis Hamikdash. You let it donate oil to the Beis Hamikdash. Okay, we'll see. But wine, you definitely could. It's a Mishnah. We're going to see a machlokes in the Mishnah. Wine, you definitely could. But what's the amount? 3. If you want to do more than 3, Tamad loymar yeh. V'niskev chatzi ayin yeh lapar yeh. Yochol yifchois. Tamad loymar kocha. You can't go less than 3. Less than 3 is less than a keves. You can't do less than this. You can't do less than 3. Now, says Rava, let me prove it to you. My Yosef, what does it mean? He added over the 3. Where did he go over 3? He did 4 or 6. Then what's the chiddush? If you could do 3, because it's on our chart, so you can do 4 and 6. It's also on our chart. They're also available. Elav chamisha. So must be Yosef means an odd number. It's not a 4. It's not a 6. It's not for the ayah. It's not for a par. It's something in between. Ushmamino and kevel nesachim. That you can be makriv of it by itself. Shmamino. It's perfect raya. It has to be. What does Yosef mean? We wouldn't be referring to a 4 or a 6er as a Yosef, as adding, because that's just as chashav as a 3. So Yosef means something that's more than a 3, but it's not another number. It's not a good number, and nevertheless you can bring it. Yosef, it says. Rav Ashi. Wait a minute. What does it say in our Mishnah? Don't forget our Mishnah. The what? It says in the Mishnah, you can't do 1, 2, or 5. You can't bring a 5er. It's in the same sentence. Don't bring a 1, don't bring a 2, don't be misnadav 2, and don't be misnadav 5, and it's in the same sentence. There's no option at all to bring a 2. So the same thing for 5. Since it's in the same sentence, so 2 and the 5 are equal. in terms of the halacha. Just like you cannot bring a 1, you can't bring a 2, so you can't bring a 5. Says Gemara, no, me the area, who told you? You can't bring a 1 or a 2, but a 5 you could bring. And you bring the 4 out of the 5, you bring as an adava, and the rest you put on the side. Amar Abaya. If you take a hold that it's not solid in a kli, and you could break up a 5, make it a 4 and a 1, so everything is great. But Rabbi say, if you're stuck with what you have, until 10, I could get to 10. So Rabbi say, you remember we did the 10 together, right? 8 is 4 and 4. 10 is 6 and 4. What do I do with 11? Then what? So what is 11, Rabbi Yisai? Remember 11? How do you get to 11? 4, 4, and 3. Maybe he means 12. 6 plus 6. So why do you say 11? So until you get to 12, you can't do anything. Or Dilma, why? Because it makes sense. If you think about it, how would you donate? If you were donating something, you're donating a bunch of bottles to Beis HaMikdash, you do 3, 4, and 5, you start making some shuk, you say 2 6ers, 2 4s, I don't know what. Like humans don't really mess around with different denominations. We could barely figure it out on ourselves. With paper, 4, 4, 3, so you're going to spit it out like that? You'll say 2 6s, 12. Maybe Taka meant 2 rams, which is 8, v'keves and another 3, and it's 11. 2 from the rams, and 1 sheep. Do we say it like that or not? Teiko, amai teiko. Okay, Rabbi said, it says in the Mishnah over here, you could donate wine by itself, but you can't donate shemen. You can't donate a bottle of oil to the business. You can donate wine. Rabbi Kiva. Rabbi Tarfin, you could donate just oil. Rabbi Tarfin, it's like a mamatzino, a regular mamatzino. What's a mamatzino? We find this halach over here, so we do the same thing over there. That what? Wine could come both together with a carbon and on its own. Chayva is together with a carbon. Ubanadava is by its own. Avshemen, so what's the difference? Avshemen shuba chayva banadava. Amalei Rebbe Kiva, there is a big difference. Loi. When it comes to wine, you never pour the wine together with a carbon. There's a special spot that you put the wine in. What is it called, Rabbi say? The shitin. Oy. Okay, let's do it again because it skipped over here. This one. No, this one. The shitin. On top of the mizbeach, there are 2 bowl-like things. And you pour the wine in, and then there's like pipes inside, showing you an X-ray of how there's piping that went in the walls of the mizbech into the amma and out. But the wine was always separated from the korbanos. You don't put the oil separately; it goes together with the mincha onto the mizbeach. So that's why I hold that you're wrong. Shemen, you cannot donate by itself. Wine, you could, because wine is an independent kind of product. Oil always goes together with something else. 2 people cannot combine to bring 1 mincha of an isar. They could combine to bring a carbon oila, a carbon shlamim, va'if, and a bird, afilu prida achas, even 1 out of the 2 birds. Omarava. From the fact that Rebbe Kiva argues over here whether you can bring oil or not, it's only about the oil. But something that includes oil, flour, and wine, that I could say, I want to bring that I want to bring that every single day. Every day I want to bring the Rebbeinu Shalom a gift, so to speak, an adava. Pshita, what's the chiddush? While the same minchas and dava gali barachmona, hani chamisha menachos in. I would think it's dafka these typical 5 menachos that the Torah talks about, soilas, machvas, marcheshes, chalis, and rikikin, that's a regular mincha. Tvei loy, you cannot bring in a sachim, which includes the wine and the oil and everything. Well, the oil and the other ones have, but the wine. This one has 3 lugim, it's a whole. Tvei loy, kol mashmalon, hanemili b'stama. By the way, what's missing from these 5 menachos? Anybody could tell? What's missing here? What is not part of the 5 menachos? No. Revucha. Hanemili b'stama. Avalehech the parish. When a person says straight out, I'm bringing in the sachim, then he can bring in the sachim no matter what. Says the Gemara, Ein shnayim misnadvim. 2 people cannot combine for flour. My taima. It says the lashon yachid. He should bring it. It also says lashon yachid. It says plural. Seichem. Menachos says plural. So why can't 2 people combine for one mincha? Nefesh. Nefesh. It's interesting. Here, I'll just continue. Rabbi Omer, Asher Yaakov Korbanim l'chol nidreyam l'chol nidvoisam Asher Yaakov l'Hashem. Hakol boim b'shutfus. Anything, a shlamim oilo, you can bring in a partnership. Lo yisilik hakazav el mincha. Shenemar nefesh. Says the nefesh. Omer Rabbi Yitzchak v'neiman ishtanes mincha shenemar nefesh. Why is it only a mincha that says the word nefesh? Omer HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mi darkei l'havi mincha. Who brings a mincha? Who's so poor that brings a ani? He's giving his last, whatever he has, the last thing, and that is a tremendous. To give your last food, if you're Ashir and you give I don't know $10,000 worth of steaks to the mizbeach, it's nothing compared to an ani that gives $1 worth of his last flour and his thing. That's his nefesh. It's the last thing he has. Omar Rabbi Yitzchak. Wow. How come mincha has these 5 ways of making it? There's a melech that his best friend made him a meal. The king knows that he's very poor. Omar loy aseli min chamisha mine tigun kedei. I want you to make 5 types of things I should have. I know here 5 types.
Hi, my old friend. Ho, James. I mean, Your Majesty.
What can I possibly serve you? I have nothing but eggs in the house.
Surprise me.
I don't know if in Lakewood they'll appreciate this one.
Scrambled, sunny side up, over medium, half and half, omelette. Your Majesty, what would you like?
Because Baruch says, make me 5 different things out of flour. It's a little shvach. Kedei she'arem imcha. I want to benefit from you, Kaviyachol. Hadron Allah hamenachos v'nesachim. Hadron Allah hamenachos v'nesachim. Hadron Allah hamenachos v'nesachim. Wow, 1102. Beautiful. Mishkoyach. Rabbi Isai, have a wonderful week.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDY.com.